Oh man, people are like, I don't know. Uh, Welcome everybody to the NWP, the New World Podcast, hosted by me, KMB, the Sexy Ninja, as always. And the reason I'm laughing is because we are now on TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Just another form of getting us out there. Being entertaining, being funny. Doing our thing. But I posted a video with me saying this pretzel is light as you know, and no lit. I said lit as, um, and one of the comments was like, "Okay, boomer." I was like, "Wait, boomer?" I looked at that wrong. I was like, I kept on looking at it. I was like, "Boom! Oh wait, he spelled boomer wrong. He spelled it Boomar." I looked at some young kid, of course, probably he looked less than 20. Um, and and I was just laughing, and I typed him back. I said, "Okay, uh, it's boomer, Boomer. Get your shit straight, homie." And he replied back, "Okay, boomer, the same way." And I was like, for real? You want to be stupid? Go be stupid somewhere else. But that's the internet, though, right? There's a lot of internet trolls out there. God, especially in the world of professional wrestling. There's so many. And before we get on with the show, I want to talk a little about the controversy of Jim Cornette. Um, Jim Cornette has always been one of those guys that's went off at the mouth, and he says what he says and this and that. Not really popular by many people, but he said something that really got people going. And now he's no longer part of the NWA Power. Usually I'll say the Power segment, but no, we had to talk about it firsthand. Power. And he said something. A lot of you know what he said on air during a match. They took this episode down, they edited it out, and they put it back up. But as soon as I heard him say it, I was like, "Hi, Chalala." He's like, "Oh, like, yeah, that ain't gonna fly." I was like, something's gonna happen unless nobody caught it. Unless nobody caught it. Then all of a sudden, I got a text from my homie. He's like, "They took Power down." I was like, "Damn." Then they put it back up pretty quick, and then like the next day, Jim Cornette resigns from the NWA. Sorry, that was the kid one. So in that light, people ask me like, "What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?" You're the big wrestling nerd and stuff like that, and I'm like, I knew something was gonna happen, but not to this extent. Because Jim Cornette's a very, he speaks his mind, he says what he wants, and this and that. He's Jim Cornette. If you're not a big wrestling fan, you should know Jim Cornette is Jim Cornette. Does it excuse the fact that he should still talk like that nowadays? No. Um, but with what happened, it sucks. I really do. I really think it sucks because I like Jim Cornette on commentary, but that kind of thing doesn't fly these days. It just doesn't fly these days. Back in the day, probably back in the 80s, 70s, if he says something like that, nothing. Just today, it's like the Jordan Miles thing. I it's really hard to speak about because it's just like there's that line of right and wrong now, and if you barely nudge off that line, it's like you, buddy, you. So on it, sucks what Jim Cornette said, and everyone that got offended. Really sorry you guys got offended. It's just the way this generation, not this generation, just all generations are gonna be. This, I would say that not generation of people, but this generation as in today. I'm not talking about kids and this and that. Just where we're at today, things don't fly. This is for the best, you know. But I don't agree with what Jim said. But like I said, it didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me one bit because I was like, oh, Jimmy. And when he resigned, did not surprise me because that's usually how it goes these days. And the Jordan Miles thing, you know, it's just one of those things like, dude, do I need to touch that? Not really. If Big Daddy was here, he'd be like, well, I'm going to tell you what. And I'd be like, don't talk about it. No, it sucks, you know, and the whole shirt thing, you know, claiming that it was blackface or whatnot. I didn't interpret it that way. When I saw it, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, wait, oh, I guess there it is. And I was like, okay, well, but at the same time, I think with Jordan Miles, or ACH, finally got his release. And, you know, we were like, well, do you think they're racist? I was like, wrestling is a sport where if you're not white, you can be whatever you want to be. You know, like Yokozuna. Yeah, remember? Hawaiian? And like, no, you're this. And it happens. And it's been like that in professional wrestling for years. And now, you know, like, look at some of the gimmicks like Crime Time and stuff like that. You know, very, very up, you know, just, yeah. And was it Vince McMahon said the N-word on national TV too? In this and that, yeah. It's a very touchy subject, and I'm sorry for anybody that's gotten offended or in the crosshairs because of it, because this sucks. That shouldn't be happening this day and age, especially today. I keep saying that, yeah. But, you know, let's just go back to it. Back to the professional wrestling game, you know, just keep watching because this is a big weekend. Tonight is NXT's War Games, and tomorrow is WWE's Survivor Series. 2 nights in a row. You want to know something really cool, too, about this weekend, especially when it fell on this weekend? Because I was looking at the calendar for pay-per-views, I was like, my birthday. My birthday's the 24th of November. And when I was like, oh my goodness, my weekend is just filled with wrestling, professional wrestling. The gods have spoken. And last year was dope because I turned 30 last year. And my birthday was on a Saturday, and I believe there was a pay-per-view the next night. I think it was Survivor Series. But I got, maybe? I got to look at last year's date. Last year I just did a Star Wars marathon. I greeted the age 30 with the Star Wars marathon and Chinese food. Yeah, baby. So this year it's like I get to greet 31 with nothing but wrestling, and NXT Takeover War Games. Oh, watering at the mouth. All right, so let's get my notes. We're gonna jump into Smack Me Raw. Okay. Very good shows this week. We're building to Survivor Series. We're not building to War Games. They're doing that on NXT Wednesday nights. But we're building towards Survivor Series, and you know, and everything that's going to happen. And we had a first match. Let's see, sorry, I'm looking at my notes right now. Becky Lynch kicked off, and you know, talking about she can give a damn about what brand superiority. She knows she's the man, and this and that, and it was very good. It was a very good start to a show. You know, get you ready. Then we got Humberto Carrillo versus Carl Anderson. Very, very, very good, fast-paced match. Carrillo won. Is it Carrillo or Carrillo? If I fuck up that, like, I mess up names all the time. So then we got No Way Jose versus Bobby Lashley with Lana. Let me scratch my head here. Let's see. Who's going to win that match? Oh, yeah, Lashley. Sucked. I'm just done with all that. Seth Rollins versus Andrade. It was in a DQ. Because Lucha House Party attacked Rollins, but the match, damn, fire! It was so good. Oh, you can see my face. Akira Tozawa versus Buddy Murphy. Man, You talk about you want to show some skills off. This is a match. Murphy defeated Tozawa, but man, all the spots got you just creaming yourself. Eric Rowan versus Alex Malcolm. Hey, I wonder who wins that one. Does it really matter? Who cares? Okay. Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre. Match of the week. This match was, oh God, if you can see me right now. Well, you are on the YouTube part, but if you can see me right now, I'm just like, oh yeah, because that whole match, I'm like, oh. But it ended in a no contest. I hope these two meet again, and I'm really excited about if they, like I said, if they do another match like this. Pay-per-view quality, just balls to the wall. But of course, the Undisputed Era attacked Owens, and because beforehand, what's his name? Triple H. God, well, yeah, I'm spacing. It's kind of hard to do without my glasses because when I have my glasses on, the glare, and I don't want the glare to hit. I've done it for other videos, but I've noticed the glare is kind of distracting. So, the game trying to pump up. He goes, "Where's Owens? Where's that Owens I want? Because I'm the game." Rey Mysterio speaks. It was definitely a good segment. He's going to dedicate the match when he fights Brock Lesnar and bring the title home. But Paul Heyman says he's going to victimize because I'm Paul Heyman. Natalia versus Asuka. First time ever. It was okay. Asuka defeated Natalia. Big whoop-de-doo. Randy Orton and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders. And then a no contest. But, because more brawling. There's a lot of brawls on the show. That's the way you end the show. This is the end of it. You're like, okay, now NXT. Then a war broke out. NXT's numbers advantage over proving too much for the oppositions and stuff like that. Oppositions. Where the fuck did... I don't know. But, yeah. Then he told everybody, Wednesdays, NXT, welcoming any and all invaders because I'm Triple H. Okay, so I'm done being a fool. We're gonna still keep the SmackDown Raw, but the build, there's a story being told here. We're going to jump right to NXT, then we'll jump to SmackDown, then we'll talk about AEW. Because a lot happened on Wednesday night. They had Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. It was really cool seeing Becky Lynch back in the NXT ring, I won't lie. And it ended in a double DQ, but oh man, I love NXT so much. It was just really cool. Ricochet versus Matt Riddle. Come on, bro. Matt Riddle won. That was a shocker. I was like, whoa. Matt Riddle's I love Matt Riddle. Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish versus The Revival. A+. Good. Fish and O'Reilly won. But man, no. It was just... It was good to see The Revival. The Revival that I really like. And it's funny that it takes for NXT. Kaylee Ray versus Dakota Kai. And this match, you talk about it was a big super kick into the gory bomb for the win. Ray defeated Kai by pinfall, and it was definitely a good match. Then the Viking Raiders versus the Forgotten Sons. Viking Raiders won, but it was kind of weird seeing them in NXT too, because you're like, I want to hear war. Big ladder match for War Games advantage. Adam Cole versus Dominic Dijak. That's what I'm gonna call him, not Dijakovic. No. Cole defeated Dijak by retrieving the briefcase. And it was really good. It was back and forth. It was brutal. Good way to end the show, especially to build to TakeOver. And when we build to TakeOver, magic happens. So, now, to smack a down. We're going to smack a down. Smack. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Here we go. We got the SmackDown brand. It's Friday night. Let's throw down. Ripley defeated Charlotte and Banks by pinfall. Boom. First shot. Well, there's been many shots fired, but boom. Just to be like, ha. Going to Survivor Series, baby. Undisputed Era versus the New Day and Heavy Machinery. But beforehand, we got the look. This was another question I got asked. What did I think of the new Intercontinental title? That belt is sexy. I don't care what anybody says. That belt is gorgeous. It's welcoming a new era. I believe this is a Fox thing because Fox is like, yeah, let's upgrade the title. Even though, don't get me wrong, I'm a traditionalist. That old IC title is such a good looking title, but I think it was time to upgrade it. And now that Shinsuke Nakamura has the title, hold on. Yeah, now that Shinsuke Nakamura has a title and it looks like that, it just looks great. It looks really, really good. I really like it. Undisputed Era beat New Day and Heavy Machinery by pinfall. It was a good match. Another NXT win. Bray Wyatt does not answer Daniel Bryan's summons. Bryan versus The Miz, and these guys always have good chemistry, so it was a good match. It goes into a no contest though. Bayley's attempted sneak attack on Shayna Baszler falls short. Bayley falls. Another win for NXT. Roman Reigns versus Mustafa Ali and Shorty G versus King Corbin, Ziggler, and Rude. It was okay. It was okay for what it was. So, hold on. Let me close this door real quick. Hold on. Ow. Sorry. It's kind of hard not doing this on the desk, you know. But no, okay. The match was okay. It was okay. And the DX the final conflict was expected. Sorry. Because stuff going on in the other room, and I'm just kind of like, I got to keep my focus on the screen. But overall, if I had to say out of these three shows, I would say NXT. Because, because it was more of nostalgia of seeing these, Becky Lynch come back and this and that, the Viking Raiders, so on and so forth. It was really cool just to see them there. And that's kind of weird to say, too, because it's like, this is like a reunion show, but for NXT, and they're here, and this is where they came from, and this is why they're awesome, and we're just having a good time. Yeah. But no. Great. Raw had that great match with Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens, and I hope I get to see them again. I never say that about a Drew McIntyre match, though. It's funny. So, all right. Now, done sucking the WWE teat. Let's see. Now we're on to Dynamite. Wednesday night Dynamite. All right. Nick Jackson versus Phoenix. Oh God. I saw some reviews and I was like, for real? That match was badass. There's just nothing but spots. I was like, man, but it's Phoenix and like, come on. Phoenix defeated Jackson, but still, that was a hot opener. That was hotter than hot. That was so good. So, yeah, it was definitely fast. Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. It was okay. Shida defeated Baker. I don't know. I feel like that division is still trying to find its oomph. But we had a Dynamite Dozen Battle Royale. Adam Page won. No, Adam Page and MFG won. MJ. God, I am so sorry, guys. Tonight, I'm like, distractions and this and that. And Page and MJF won. It's kind of like, oh, okay, so sure. Chris Jericho came out. And okay, Where's my notes? Inner circle. Blah 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 blah. Oh, yeah, he's talking about Stanky. But no, that was a good segment. Then Luchasaurus versus Peter Avalon. Then there was the return of the, of, oh my God. You guys are seeing a show fall apart as it goes. Yeah. Santana and Ortiz versus Private Party. This was a fun match. Private Party won. This show is definitely awesome. We got Darby Allin versus John Moxley. It was definitely a damn good match. And, Moxley, though, I can't wait till they, really, really let him rip and just go. That's all I want. I just want to see him just go, taking titles and this and that. But soon, I feel like John Moxley's time is coming. Overall, great show. Who got the show of the week? Ugh, still NXT. I did, in Power. Power was okay. AEW Dark was okay, but we're building towards a pay-per-view, so I have to go with one of the main shows. And NXT was definitely the show of the week that I really enjoyed. I don't know, what did y'all think? Did you guys like the show? Because I did. I really liked the show. But real quick, let's see. I got this on, and I was originally what I was gonna do. This was what I literally was going to do. Okay, I didn't DVR SmackDown like I usually do. Because why? I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a watch-along. I'm going to do a watch-along on Hulu. So I was like, okay, cool. That was the plan the whole time. But I did watch SmackDown. And I was like, okay, I want to go back and rewatch this as a watch-along with y'all. So I go to Hulu. This is like right before I started push record. I go to Hulu, and guess what? There's no episode from this Friday. They got last week's episode up. Yeah. So when did this happen? Has this been happening? It's been a while since I watched wrestling on Hulu. So that's why I was kind of like, wait, where's my, wait. So instead of doing that, we're going to do something else. So let me see if I can find. We're going to the YouTube so you can follow too. Yeah, so all that's doing that. Yeah, but overall, great week. I'm excited for the pay-per-views. And while that's loading, let's see. Let's look at the NXT War Games card. And let me make my predictions for tonight. Because tonight's going to be awesome. I can't wait at all. I'm like, wait. All right. War Games. Okay. All right. Okay. Women's War Games. Shayna Baszler, Lo Sheree, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray versus Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, and Tegan Knox. I don't care who wins. I just know all of them are going to burn it down. Oh, it's going to be good. Men's War Games, Undisputed Era versus Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dominic Dijak. Come on. Bet you Matt Riddle's going to fall in this. Or Velveteen Dream. We'll see. I will pick. It's just going to be good. Do we really have choices? If I had to, Undisputed Era. They've been on a good roll. Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's going to win. Oh, wait, no. Matt Riddle's in this match. Okay, so Velveteen Dream might be the other partner. My bad. Looked at that wrong. Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. That's going to be so good. It's going to be so salty. And I'm just going to be like, it's going to be a little bit sweet. I'm going to be like, come here. I'm going to watch you. And I'm going to love you. Because that match is going to be awesome. Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest versus Killian Dane to determine the number one contender for the NXT title. Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Angel Garza on the kickoff show. I think Isaiah Swerve. Oh, I didn't pick the one for the last one. Pete Dunne. That's who I think is going to win. All right. So the Survivor Series. Survivor Series. Yes, 2019. That's what it is. It's 2019. On my birthday. Why do I keep saying that? Because it's my birthday. And I love my birthday. All right. So, Survivor Series matches. Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio in a no-holds-barred, no DQ match. Okay. I want Rey Mysterio to win, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Brock's going to take the title. The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan. Obviously, I want Daniel Bryan to win, but, you know, those red lights are just going to distract him from winning the match. So let's just get that out of the way right now. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Shayna. Yeah. God. I think Shayna's going to win that one. I'm on the CBSSports.com website. Mid-card champions. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roderick Strong. Oh, my God. That is a loaded match right there. I think Roderick's going to take it. I'm just giving it to NXT. Men's Tag Team, Viking Raiders versus New Day versus Undisputed Era. Ooh. I think Undisputed Era is going to take that one. Men's Survivor Series match. Team Raw, Rollins, Owens, Orton, McIntyre, Ricochet versus Team SmackDown. Reigns, Corbin, Ali, Shorty G, and Braun Strowman versus Team NXT. Okay, this is a traditional Survivor, because they haven't announced who will be Team NXT. It's still a mystery. We shall see. We shall see. Women's Survivor Series, Team Raw, Charlotte, Natalya, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sarah Logan versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross versus Team NXT, Rhea Ripley, and 4 others. We don't know who it is yet. NXT Championship, Adam Cole versus, because they're having that number 1 contender match on TakeOver. After he's going to have such a brutal match, and the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, Lio Rush versus Angel Garza. You know this will be on the kickoff show. Let's see. I think Leo's having a good run. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think so. All right. So, like last week, we had some fun. All right. So, let's see. We had Ric Flair 1 week. We're going to look for another good match this week. You know what? Let's not do a good match. Let's do a promo. One of my favorites. You should check it out if you have not seen it. I don't know what rock you're living under, but this is probably one of the best promos ever because the cream rises. The cream of the crop. That's right. You know what I'm talking about. I will have the link to it in the description in the bottom below, so you can check it out and see if you like it. It's called, this video is Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop. I will have the link in the description below so you can check it out with me. If you have not seen it, if you're new to wrestling, you know, this is something that's just great. And I am pushing play now. I'm not messing around with it. So it'll play after the ad. Oh yeah, and Punk was on backstage. That was pretty cool. That was really fun. I like how he called the creative thing garbage and stuff like that. That was awesome. I love that CM Punk is back. Survivor Series. All right, here we go. God, Mean Gene. R.I.P. baby. R.I.P. R.I.P. to Macho Man too. Nothing means nothing. Oh man, I miss promos like this. Pulls that little thing of Creeper. It's great. Yeah. I miss the pointing. The pointing is always great, and you talk to yourself in the third person because that's what it is. Oh, there's another creamer. He tosses it, and then there's another creamer, and he puts it in Mean Gene's pocket. The cream of the crop. Oh my goodness. Yeah. uh, I really want that Macho Man shirt. I've always want. I have a Macho Man socks, but I also have a Hulk Hogan socks, so I like to wear them. You know, one on each foot. The Mega Powers, baby. Ooh, yeah, 'cause the cream rises. There's another. There used to be like rumors like he would like snort coke before every promo, and I don't know how true that is, but I can see it. Yeah, you shake like this, brother. You know. So yeah, I would say definitely. Yeah, Elizabeth. That too. The little pinky thing. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, do it. Ooh, yeah. I think I'm gonna talk to people like that now with my pinky, brother. Be like, look here. When I try to get my point across, is KMB. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. That's good stuff right there. All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of it. That's the NWP. Let me know what you think. I'm sorry that I'm kind of flabbergasted because that's how this week has been. It's been a really busy morning, too, as you can tell with all the videos and now on TikTok and whatnot. Join us on Instagram. Join us on TikTok. Join us on Twitter. We're everywhere now, baby. We're here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking us out. We appreciate every single one of y'all. All right. So here's our sponsor, Shudder. Shudder.com/podcast. Use the special promo code C plus CPLUS. And you get 30 free days on us and only $5. $5 make you holla. Get the best horror, suspense, thriller app on us. Use special promo code C plus. All right. Another historic week. Here we go again. And I promise a watch along is coming for a show. I really wanted to do it today just because we're building to a pay-per-view tomorrow. And we got War Games tonight, which we built to as well. So, most def, thank you guys. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, like and subscribe. Woo woo!